Hare Krishna, dear friends, welcome to GST program. In the previous episode, we all saw that how Arjuna requests Lord Shri Krishna to guide him, and Krishna at once takes the position of his guru and goes to the grief-stricken Arjuna, and very smilingly he says, Arjuna, you're talking like a learned person, like a pandita, but you're lamenting for something which is not worthy of any grief, because a pandita person, a wise person, neither laments for the living nor for the dead. Alright? And listen, Arjuna, there was no time that I did not exist, nor you, nor this king, and in future also, we all will exist. So don't lament that you will have to kill Bhishma and Drona and they will be vanished completely. They will exist in the future also. And then Lord Shri Krishna just speaks out the famous verse of Gita. देहिनोऽस्मिन् तथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरप्राप्तिर्धीरस्य तत्र न मुह्यते. He says, as the embodied soul transmigrates from the state of boyhood to adulthood, from adulthood to old age, similarly a soul transmigrates from one body to another body when at the time of death. So here Lord Shri Krishna is telling Arjuna that don't think that Bhishma, Drona or anyone will be dead completely. It is not possible. They will be getting different bodies, new bodies. So in fact, instead of lamenting, you should rejoice that they will be getting new bodies because they are very old now and they will get fresh bodies to enjoy further. So don't lament, Arjuna, because for soul there is no death, and a sober person is not affected by bodily change, is not affected by or not bewildered by such a change which happens to body and not to the soul. Alright, a sober person is the one who knows what is spirit soul, what is super soul, and what is material nature and spiritual nature. Alright, then Srila Prabhupada does the refutation of Mayavadi theory. In 2.12, he refutes the Mayavadi theory of individuality. See, Mayavadis say that the spirit soul, after getting free from the material panches, like after getting liberated from this material world, they get merged to Brahmajyoti and they lose their individuality. But that is completely denied by the Supreme Authority Lord Shri Krishna, because he himself talks about his existence in the past. He says that he had given this knowledge of Gita to Sun God Vivaswan. So he is quoting his existence and he's quoting the existence of Sun God also, right? And that too, it is very old fact, and this is Dwapar Yuga, and Krishna again is giving Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, and Arjuna also had his existence in the past and he's having right now, and in the future also he will have his existence. So this is completely nonsense that individual soul loses its individuality and just gets merged to the Brahmajyoti. That is not so real fact. Now in 2.13, the Mayavadi theory comes taste the oneness, like same level. The spirit soul is cut from the supreme soul, and they are on the same plane, on the same status. Like I am God, you are God, and God is God. Everyone is God. Such a nonsense. Now see, here Pratibimbavad is given. Pratibimbavad means there is moon, sun, or stars in the sky, and when they are reflected in the water, we get the reflection. So the spirit soul, it is just like the subordinate to super soul. Super soul is supreme controller, and we living entities are subordinate. We are called kshara, and we are prone to fall into this material world. So this reflection, what we see of the stars, stars are like living entities, and the sun or moon is like the supreme lord who appears in this material world to save us, to free us from this material contamination. But this Mayavadi people say that we all are same, and we are cut from the supreme soul. And if we say that, then supreme soul is just subjected to be cleavable or changeable. But supreme soul, the supreme truth, is not changeable, it is unchangeable. If we say that we are cut from the supreme soul, then that supreme soul is just subjected to change, right? But he is unchangeable, so here it is refuted completely. It is not changeable, it is unchangeable. And soul, as we go further, move ahead, we will see the characteristic of soul. Soul cannot be cut into fragments, and soul also cannot get dissolved into something. It is indissoluble. Okay. The soul is always subordinate to Supreme Lord, and we are not on the same plane. Okay. If we were on the same plane, then what was the need for Arjuna to accept Krishna as his superior, or what was the need for Arjuna to ask instructions from Krishna? Because if I and you are on the same plane, there is no need or no point in getting something valuable from Krishna, right? But Krishna is superior. That's why I have taken shelter of Krishna to guide me. Okay, so Krishna is always superior, and living entities are always subordinate to him. They are Krishna's part and parcel, eternal part and parcel. They are kshara, they are prone to fall into this material world, but with the help of Krishna, we can get free from this material world and go back to our spiritual world. But it is not the fact like we are all on the same plane. Alright, now these Mayavadi people, they are very envious of Krishna. That's why they consider Krishna to be just like an ordinary person, a some intellectual person who has composed this Bhagavad Gita. It's just a mental work and blah blah blah. Actually, they are envious of Krishna. The effort of Mayavadis to explain Gita, the Gita Bhashya by Mayavadis, is just like very poisonous, like the milk touched by the serpent. We should never ever entertain any Mayavadi speaker. We should never listen to them. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu warns us, don't listen to any Mayavadi. Mayavadis, he says, Mayavadi bhashya sunile hoye sarvanasha. If you listen to Mayavad philosophy, so much of destruction will happen. So we have to just stick to authentic Bhagavad Gita. If we are sticking to authentic Bhagavad Gita, then we are able to understand the instructions of Gita, because it is mentioned in the Gita itself by Srila Prabhupada that excuse me, Gita can be understood only by the devotees of Krishna, or at least you consider on theoretical plane that Lord Shri Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Then only you are able to understand Gita. If you just consider he's just like us, Krishna and I, same, God, then it's just like the effort of licking honey bottle from outside. You will not taste honey because you are not inside, you have not gone inside, you are not considering Krishna as the Supreme Lord. So, in order to understand Gita, we have to be very well aware of Mayavad philosophy, keep safe distance from them, and teach to others that what is Mayavad philosophy and how we have to be careful from them. Alright, that's it. In the next episode, we are going to see the peace formula of Bhagavad Gita offered by Lord Shri Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.